Welcome to today's Sacred Body Ritual. I'm Kiki, I'm the Sacred Body Coach, and I'm going to be guiding you through a practice for inner strength. This practice is going to be gentle and accessible, really allows you to connect to that internal desire, that internal fire and strength in a beautiful way. Let's get started. So come into your back, knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. Allow the shoulder blades to soften into the ground and just take a gentle tuck of the chin to just lengthen through the back of the neck. And if it feels comfortable for you, let's close down the eyes or gently soften the gaze. Placing the hands wherever they feel comfortable, maybe on the stomach, maybe the arms fall wide, palms facing up, or if you wish, you can take the elbows wide, bending at the elbows, palms facing up towards the sky, taking cactus arms. Wherever it is that you have decided to land today, just taking this opportunity to just stop. Just letting go of all of the moments that have led up to this moment, no matter how eventful they have been. And letting go of all the other moments that will follow this one. Finding your way to the present moment. And as you do so, checking in with the body. Noticing if there's any tension being held anywhere in the body. And can you encourage the breath to help you come to this present moment? So as you inhale, see if you can deepen a fraction. And as you exhale, can you lengthen the breath? These practices aren't about getting anything right or how the postures look. This is about connecting or reconnecting back to you, to your body, to your innate wisdom, to what feels right for you. So if at any point during this practice today things feel a little bit too much, or you wish to explore the body in a different way, I absolutely welcome you to listen to what it is that you need. So with that in mind, we'll continue the breath flowing as you deepen the inhale and slowly lengthening the exhale. And in today's session, we are focusing on that internal strength, that fire that sits within the solar plexus, that area that gives us drive, that creates our desire to live a full and happy life. So whilst you're here, you're breathing that deepened inhale, just acknowledging where it might be in your life that maybe the fire has diminished, softened, or maybe even completely gone out. Is there something internally you're not listening to? So as we move through today's practice, I invite you to really check in with that inner fire, that inner desire, that internal drive for living a full and happy life. Checking in and seeing if you can explore what it would feel like to focus on that more, to listen, to learn, and to grow your inner strength, your inner fire. take one more full breath here as we inhale. And lengthen in as we exhale. Lovely. Now either keeping the eyes closed or opening the gaze if you wish. Either way, we're going to take the arms down by the sides of the body. Turn the palms facing down towards the ground. And really ground down into the palms of the hands, into the arms and into the shoulder blades. So we're really pressing into the floor here. As we take our next inhale, we're going to tilt the front of the pelvis so the lower back flattens to the mat. And as you exhale, we're going to press into the feet and slowly lift the hips, finding a bridge pose. So squeeze into the glutes, ground down into the feet, and find this lift. Lovely. When we arrive at the top, we'll take an inhale. And as you exhale, let's slowly lower the hips all the way back down. Allow the spine to soften all the way to the floor and coming back to your neutral position. Lovely. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, we'll tilt the pelvis, flatten the lower back. Exhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, find your bridge pose. Lovely. Inhale at the top. And as you exhale, let's melt the spine all the way back into the floor. Lower the hips and find that neutral position. Lovely. This time as you inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis, flatten the lower back, press into the feet and lift the hips all together. So we're going to flow with the breath here, and as you exhale, we begin to melt the spine down, releasing the hips to the floor. Lovely. Just keeping that going. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we release down. Great. So a couple of options here. We can keep with the movement if that's feeling good here. Or if you'd like to join me, when we arrive at the top, we're going to pause. You can either keep the hands grounded into the floor, or if it's available to you, you can interlace the hands underneath the hips. Slide in the shoulder blades together and then press the edges of the hands into the floor. Keep the chin tucked in. And think about that fire, that internal strength. Draw it up towards the sky from the solar plexus. Take a full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands flat once more. Melt the spine all the way down, releasing the hips. Great, well done. We'll draw one knee and then the other knee into the chest and just take some intuitive movement here. So maybe there's some circling into the hips, circling the knees in opposite directions, maybe a little rocking from side to side. Whatever is feeling good here for you. And then when you're ready, we'll draw the knees into the chest. We'll take the elbows wide, bend the elbows, palms face up towards the sky, cactus arms. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to drop the knees all the way down to the floor, to the left hand side. Allow the right hip to lift away from the floor, but encourage the right shoulder to grow heavy towards the floor. Maybe we take the gaze over to the right elbow. Pause in here. Feeling those deepened inhales and lengthened exhales. And as you connect with the body here, notice where the mind is. Can you bring it back to the present moment? And can you connect with that deep inner fire, that deep inner strength? Keeping the mind within the practice. Lovely. One more full breath here as you inhale and exhale. Draw up through the belly. As we inhale, we're going to float the knees all the way back to center. And as you exhale, we'll take them over to the right hand side. Allow them to find the ground. Left hip lifts. Left shoulder blade draws down in towards the ground, and maybe we gaze to that left elbow. Breathe in here. Listening. Tuning into the body's wisdom. Full breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Draw the belly in. Let's inhale the knees all the way back to center. Taking hold of the shins. And just take a little bit of movement here before we take the hands to the hamstrings. Keep the chin tucked in and taking a rocking along the spine. And then crossing the feet, rolling over the knees. We're going to step to find our downward facing dog. So just take a little moment here to really move into this position. So maybe there's some pedaling into the feet, a little rocking into the hips. Think about the spine nice and long, the head nice and heavy, hips lifting high. We can have a little bend in the knee here. Heels grow heavy, but we don't need to force this. We don't need to make this look like anybody else's downward facing dog. It just needs to feel good for you. We'll take a moment here to really connect with that solar plexus area in the body. So squeeze up through the lower ribs. And notice what happens when you connect there. Is there resistance? Can you feel the fire? Is there resistance? Can you feel any subtle changes? Or can you feel the fire? Can you feel this strong desire to really make some changes and to live your life fully? Let's take a nice big sigh and releasing breath here as you inhale. Open the mouth, big sigh. Lovely. Let's rise to tiptoes. We're going to ripple forward and find our high plank. Take an inhale in high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, draw the elbows back and melt the heart all the way to the floor. Hands underneath the shoulders, roll the shoulders back. Rise to your cobra. And as you exhale, we soften. Find our way to our Sphinx pose. So elbows come directly underneath the shoulders. Palms face down into the ground and we squeeze the elbows towards the hip. So create this little bit of energy under the hands and the arms here. Take an inhale, breathe into the back body. And as you exhale, we shine the heart forward. We find that space around the solar plexus, around the heart. Lengthen through the neck and either close down the eyes or gaze to the floor. Breathe in here. As you settle in this posture, as you settle in this space of connecting with that deep inner strength, just knowing that you are everything you need to be to create the life that you desire. You are the unique expression of yourself. And that is absolutely wanted in this world. That in mind, let's take a big inhale through the nose. Feed that fire, and as you exhale, we soften. Elbows come wide. Release the heart down towards the ground. Hands underneath the shoulders. Draw the belly in. Let's find our way to our tabletop. Take the knees wide. Hips find the heels. We'll find our child's pose just for a moment. Just to close our practice here. As we close this practice here, I invite you to take a sense of that deep connection with that internal strength with you. That fire, that desire to take it and shape the day exactly how you would like to shape it. Thank you for joining me. Stay here for as long as is needed. See you next time.